7:02 p.m. Today is March 16, 2022. Here's your host, Marvin Rey XD. I-click naman ako ng link. And, well, ulat lang. Yes. So, preparado na kayo ko, guys. Stress ko, ani, guys. Stress ko ba, kay? Na-stress jud ko. Mura kailangan na-memorize. Na-stress. Standby.
Good evening, guys. Good evening. While waiting for the others, again, the sequence of our presentation for tonight are as follows. Let's start with elements and attributes, to be followed by headings and paragraph, to be followed by styles and formatting. After sa styles and formatting will be quotations and comments, and I believe last topic or presentation for tonight will be having or will end to colors po, from colors na topic.
Damay ko.
So until colors lang tayo tonight ha.
Damay.
Baka hindi na makaya. Questions. But anyways, I request everyone to turn on your camera so we can now start. Once again, good evening, guys. May I request Miss Aguilon to lead the opening prayer. Thank you.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Our Father in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
Give us this day our daily bread.
As we forgive those who trespass against us, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Thank you, Miss Aguilon. Sige po, noted po, Mr. Olarte. Before anything else, I would just like to check your attendance. Attendance checking, Edu.
Present, sir.
Bulao. Okay, nasa Zoom. Lazan.
Present,
Lazan. Marces. Noted po, Mr. Bulao. Marces. Noted. Aguilon.
Then, sir.
Polio.
Present.
Sumaya. Rebaha.
Present, sir.
Noted po. Danganon. Maspinias.
Present, sir.
Duran. Beliones.
Present, sir.
And Ularte.
Present, sir.
Isa ang wala na mention during the attendance checking, guys. By the way, Mr. Maspinas, Joseph. Joseph.
Sir,
Asan na si Moises?
online man siya sir, pero wala na siya response sa mga reply.
Sige, noted. Well, anyways, once again, good evening, guys. For tonight, again, as mentioned from last meeting, we're going to have a presentation or topic presentation or reporting po. So again, we're going to start with elements and attributes, and I am expecting, tama ba ko? Mr. Edu going to present first. Thank you, Mr. Edu. So again ang topic natin has something to do with HTML. Mr. Edu, you may now start your presentation. Thank you.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, classmates.
Good evening po.
Is it okay, sir? Mag-games ako, sir?
Yes po, it's okay.
Sige. So, before I will start my report, we will have an game first. Para ma-adjust muna yung ating mga brain cells.
Sige po, take your time. Well, anyways, while Mr. Ed is preparing for the to start with the presentation, yun, I re-envision for Mr. Edu murag kandang nadyo ka sa linis sa mga teachers. So, tama ba ko, Mr. Edu? Kasi this is one way or another to practice yun, to practice yourself as early as now, habang nasa first year pa po kayo. And that is una siya ang re-envision ako for Mr. Edu is, maybe one of these days, kasi nga from SPC, right?
Yes, sir.
Oo. So, muna siya. So,
Wala sa
hopefully
sir. Para magana ang mga brains before we
yun
start.
sa mga koan. So, nice na siya. It's a nice idea po or sa ng koan. Maybe in the future, pag kayo po ay dream nyo talaga maging teacher. Kasi as IT po, possible din po at the end of, or when you graduate, you can consider, ako, personally, I am not koan ka ng expecting na maglaan po as graduate teacher or professor sa college po. Yun. Sige. Okay na ba, Mr. Edu?
Yes, okay na, sir.
Sige, you may now start your presentation. Good luck.
Yes, sir. So, let's have a game for tonight. Tinatawag ko ito na emoji game. So, let me ask you first, are you a novice or an expert in regards to typing? So, there is an instruction. So, how fast are you typing? Yun, ano natin ngayon, laro natin. Next, there are 3 categories, the easy round, the average, and the challenge. Then, type of emoji presented in the screen slide. So, kung ano yung makikita nyo sa screen na emoji, yun yung itatype natin dito sa ating chat box. So, sino man yung name na makauna doon sa ating chat box will be the winner. So, nag-monitor din ako sa ating chat box. Okay. So, meron kang example. Trial muna tayo. So, are you ready, guys? Thumbs up reaction nga. Handa na ba ang lahat?
Ready.
Okay. Trial muna ito, ha. Ito. Trial muna ito. So, titingnan natin kung gaano ba kayo kagaling or kabilis maghanap ng ganitong emoji icon.
Okay, I want everyone to cooperate ha. Again, this will serve as oral recitation. So every time na may winner, inform ako Mr. Edo.
Sige, sir.
Be recorded as oral po.
Okay. So, trial muna guys. So, anyone, bakit walang magta-type? Trial muna ito. No, the talaga, yung emoji talaga na icon. Not the dice or the heart. Wala. Wala talaga nakakaano. Dapat yung talaga yung exact order. Kung ano yung nauna, yung talaga yung dapat sa Ayan, very good si Johnson. Pero trial pa ito guys ha. So, nakuha ba? Nakuha ba yun?
Ay, sorry, bugoon lang ako ka. Gets sa buhaton.
Kung ano yung makita sa screen, yes.
Ay, convert na ay natin emoji.
Meron dyan sa emoji yung natin. Taro natin yun. Yan,
so, ang gagawin daw po, ano yung picture dito? So, since we have two pictures here, like dice and heart, so you must convert this two image into two emojis po sa chat box. Okay na ba? Mr. Edo, sorry for the interruption.
Okay na, sir.
Okay.
Nakuha ba? Okay. So, let's proceed to the easy category. So, sino yung pinakamabilis, siya yung winner ha. Let's start. Are you ready guys? So, the picture is the easy category. Yan. Titingnan natin kung sino yung pinakamabilis maghanap ng emoji.
Okay, this is for 3 points.
So, mani.
Ayun. Ang galing ni Mr. Duran.
Okay.
Mr. Duran got the correct answer. Madali.
Mr. Duran. Very good, Mr. Duran. Bawi tayo
That
guys.
is equivalent to 3 points.
Okay.
Sige, next tayo.
Next category is yan. The next emoji.
I suppose this is ribbon and kite. Tama ba ko?
Yes. Wow.
Ayun, nakakuha si Mr. Polio. Mr. Polio got the correct answer.
Ay, salamat.
Mr. Polio. Second.
Sige,
Let's proceed to the
thank you.
next category. I think this is the last for easy category. Yan.
Zip in volcano.
Okay. 5, 4. Oh, very
Ayun.
good. Mr. Polio again.
Mr. Polio got the correct answers. So another 3
Okay.
points for Mr. Polio. Thank you, Mr. Edo.
Let's proceed to average category. So ito, mas maano na talaga ito. Are you ready guys? So,
Especially those who work on na kailangan mag-workout sa grade. So this is again recorded as oral po. Workout.
yes, thank you for that. Next. This one.
Yung tatlo.
Oh, di ba? Tatlo na yung yung icon. Tingnan natin kung sino yung pinakamabilis. 5. Ayun, Mr. Olarte.
Mr. Olarte got the correct
Mr.
answer.
Olarte.
So this is for the average. And this is average 5 points po ito.
Hindi ako makapil.
So let's proceed to
Congratulations,
other
Mr.
average. Next emoji. This one.
Bako,
Ano
cherry.
kaya?
This
Yes,
is
sir.
avocado.
Yes, sir.
And
Then,
palm melon. Ayun!
Ayun, Mr. Nabrik. Mr. Nabrik, that's it.
Okay.
Ang bilis
Ano
talaga
sa
ni
name?
Mr. Nabrik.
Itlog mo yata yung nasa ikaduha. Ano sila
Egg yan, sir.
tama?
Egg na yan, sir. Egg yan, sir.
Okay, sorry. So,
Egg.
Mr. Maverick, Mr. Duran got the correct answer. Asa na
Next.
late? Sige po. Sorry for the interruption.
Next, average. Yan. Yung
Yun,
times
parang
up
average
and
lang.
the wheel and the bird. Okay. Average category pa yun. Sino kaya yun dito yung pinaka... Oh, yung Mr. Curious. Oh, Mr. Puyuan.
Ayun.
Mr. Lasan
Kasi
yung
nakuha.
pinaka correct. Si Mr. Lasan, sir.
Mr. Lazan. Okay. Mali yung kami
So,
Mr.
mali
Polio
yung
kasi parang ano ito, parang ano.
Oh, it's a Spider-Man yata yan, sir.
Oo.
Yawa.
Ito yung correct yung
First,
kay Mr. Lazan.
Mr. Lasan.
Let's see.
Mr. Lazan got the correct answer. 5 points.
Next, let's proceed to challenge category. Three items lang to guys ha. So, yung iba, labo na muna. So, are you ready?
Nang emoji pa, nana, dere sa kwan, sa Zoom.
Na. Okay na.
Okay na? Yun.
The challenge
Sige po.
category. Apat na yung ano niya guys. Apat na yung item. So, medyo mahirap.
This is for 10 points. Asa na si Villion?
5, 4,
Hindi mo ko mahilig ka ng emoji, sir.
Ayun.
Ayun.
Mr. Polio got the correct
Again.
answer.
Pagkasal na kong emoji kung kanang kinasing-kasing dyan.
Pero kabalo ko, asa
para kay
tigil.
Kinsa.
Ala, chess mess.
Just miss
So, let's proceed to the challenge category. Hindi ba habol guys?
Yun.
This one. Ito,
Another
paano
10
talaga
points.
ito?
Ano siya? Avocado na dyan eh. Mali, di ko ganun na. Avocado akong ganun.
Egg na ganyan siya. Yan. Oy, yan.
Bro, si Mr. Polio ang hawd mga emoji.
Howd siya.
User man ang emoji
sa Ian siguro.
Ikaw na gamit emoji.
Emoji God.
Tundugo na lang
Iya,
sa
iya,
una ang
Sa
emoji.
mag-emoji dyan.
Hindi ka chat mo emoji ba?
Alright, diha siguro na yung one siguro. I think this is
May last pa ba?
May last pa. Last.
Okay.
So,
Hands
the
up
last.
everyone.
For
May
emoji.
last. Again, this is for 10 points.
Yan. Kita ba? This is the last emoji item. Ano yun?
Mali.
Mali.
All
Yung ano talaga yung nasa slide. Yung
Ayun. Tama
Ayun.
si Mr.
Mr.
Duran.
Duran na naman. Duran.
But anyway, by the way, before you're going to continue, Mr. Edo, I'm going to
Ay,
sum
sir.
up. Mr. Duran got 18 points. Mr. Polio got 26 points.
Wow.
Mr. Olarte got 5 points. And Mr. Lazan got 5 points. Naku ha, yung
Wow,
iba-
congratulations to Mr. Duran. Galing. So, well done. Well done, everyone. So, thank you for participating, guys. Wow, malaman talaga natin yun kung sino yung pinakamabilis mag-type sa atin. At saka, sino yung pinakamabilis yung matapos. Magaling maghanap talaga. No? Congratulations to Mr. Duran. So, now we'll proceed to my topic talaga. Let's finish. Yun kasi yung naisip ko kanina.
Enjoy
Ay,
just
actually,
birthday.
bago lang talaga ako na fake. Ngayon.
Inside birthday, Mrs. Marcel.
Siyang birthday ngayon. Birthday ni Miss Marcel.
Birthday ni Edo, sir.
Ay! Iliw ako birthday karon. Ayun pa.
Mars, basig birthday sa mong ATM.
Wala ka nira.
Ay, oh.
Uy, sekreto.
So, are you ready guys to listen my
26 points sa buang.
so, you are ready? Isa nga yung thumbs up reaction if handa na ba yung lahat na makinig. No? Thank you. Thank you. So, my topic is all about HTML elements and attributes presented by me, of course. So, if we say elements, HTML elements is defined by a start tag or some content and an end tag. For the HTML is everything from the start tag to the end tag. These are the example. This is the tag name and the content goes here. And yung sinasabi nga ni Sir yung last time, yung box or the end tag. Ang tawag nito guys is mga tag. Tag yung term in HTML. So, para maintindihan nyo pa, there are some example of HTML element. So, this is the tag, the H1 or the heading 1. Then, ito yung parang content, yung my first heading. Then, we have the end tag. End tag yung tawag nito guys pag mayroong backslash. Then, next is the P stands for paragraph. Then, the end tag. Kailangan talaga may end tag sa dulo. So, ito yung niya, summary. You have a start tag, the H1 or the heading 1. Then, yung sa gitna between the start tag and the end tag, yung element content or the content kung ano yung ilalaman. Then, next is P stands for paragraph. Then, we have also the end tag. Kailangan talaga. And this one, the BR or the break line. So the break line, no need to put content or the end tag. There are no some HTML elements have no content like this or BR element. These elements are called the empty element or empty element do not have an end tag. So later on, may example ako niyan kung paano siya gamitin na hindi na kailangan talaga, wala na siyang end tag. So I have here next is the nested HTML element. HTML element can be nested. This means that element can contain other elements. All HTML element consists of nested HTML elements. So ano pa talaga yung nested HTML elements? There are following example contains the 4 HTML elements. The start tag HTML, the body, the H1 or the heading, and the paragraph. Ito yung niya guys, yung parang syntax niya. But this is what you call the nested HTML elements. These are the elements. So I have here an example. Ito yung example ng ating elements, the HTML elements. So if you say HTML element is a root element, that it means the whole HTML document. So ito yung parang mag-work talaga yung the whole website na gagawin natin. Ito yung mga elements na kailangan nila. It has a start tag, the HTML, and the end tag. Then inside the HTML element, there are the body element or the head element. The body, and as you can see, the body inside talaga yun sa HTML. Or the body element defines a document's body. Dun sa ating body, meron din tayo, it has a body tag, a start tag, and the end tag. Then inside the end tag, the body element, there are 2 other elements, the heading or the H1 and the P or paragraph. So H1 to H6 talaga yung meron siyang H1 hanggang H6. So ang H6 ito yung pinakamaliit na yata na font in terms for inputan ng heading. So yung pinakamaliit is 6, yung pinakamalaki na talaga is H1. So later may example din ako. Gawin natin. So yung tinatawag na HTML heading, the H1 to H6. And the P element define a paragraph. So dito tayo mag-create kung ano natin gagawin nating content sa ating gagawing website. For example, ang heading natin, my future. So doon sa paragraph natin, content na anong nilalaman. So nakuha ba? Saka ang heart reaction, nakuha yung ano. Naintindihan ba kung ano talaga yung elements? Saka ang heart reaction dyan. Maglang people. So, let's proceed. Ito na yung sinabi ko kanina na empty HTML element. Yun yung BR or HTML at new content are called the empty element. So the BR tag define a line break and is an empty element without a closing tag. So I have here an example of using BR. So as you can see, the source code dito sa ating paragraph, this is a BR paragraph with a line break. So ano ba talaga yung output nito? So ang output nito is like this. Ito yung result niya sa output. Na yung paragraph ito, doon na siya sa second page, parang enter sa ating computer, no? Parang enter. So gagawin yung BR lang yun para mag next page ay doon sa baba. So no need na siya na merong end tag talaga. BR lang. Yung I think there are a lot of element. The B stands for bold, I, then something. Pero yun, mayroon yung end tag na. Ito lang yung walang end tag. So later, sa other report, malaman natin ano yung sinasabi ko, bold, something. So let's proceed to HTML attributes. So ano yung kanina discuss ko kung ano yung mga elements. So dito sa attributes, para mag-work talaga yung ating prog ay mas maganda, kailangan niya ng attributes. Or attributes, all HTML elements can have attributes. So kailangan talaga sa ating HTML elements may have an attributes. So attributes provide additional information about element. One HTML tag can be attributes that further describe how the elements should be displayed. So there are the basic structure or attribute is as follows. Meron akong isang mga guys, yung mga attributes. So usually come in name or value pair, like name is equals to yun yung tawag, semicolon. Then next is the first attributes, it's the href or hypertext reference. I think hypertext reference yata yun. So ano ba talaga yung href? The 8 tag, so ito 8 tag defines a hyperlink. The href attributes specifies the URL of the page the link goes to. So it means sa ating program, with the help of this 8 tag and href, pwede natin i-link or i-link natin yung ating URL, for example, google.com. So pwede din yun, pwede natin yun. Example, I have here an example. Gamitin yung href natin. So as you can see, A space href is equals to, ito yung, for example, ito yung preschool, diba? Ito yung source. Kung ano yung ilalagay natin dito, yun yung tinatawag na hyperlink or the href attributes. Then the content, kung ano dito bali ma-highlight ito, tapos ito yung laman. Pag i-click mo tong visit 3 W3 school, yung lalabas yung web page ng preschool talaga, or for example YouTube. Pag i-click mo yan, yung YouTube na website yung lalabas. or their HTML
Ay, bakla ko.
link are defined with a tag, the link address to specified in the href attributes. So yun yung nabi ko kanina. Pag ito, lagyan mo na kung gusto tayong pumunta doon sa sa YouTube, Google, or something. Ito lang yung gagamitin, the href. Later, may example ako yan. Paano siya, kung ano yung result, or ano yung output. Then, next attributes is the Src attributes or the source attributes. The img or the image tag is used to embed an image in an HTML page. The Src attributes specifies the path to the image to be displayed. For example, so ito naman yung image, kanina yung link, hyperlink. Ililink natin yung for example, YouTube. So, ito is RC. Paano ba gamitin? Ito yung code or the syntax of using SRC. So, as you can see, inside the body talaga yung inside the body. We have the IMG or the image, then the source or shortcut for SRC equals to image. For example, itong image na nilagay ko, nag-create ako ng folder, tapos ilagay mo, for example, mag-download ka sa webpage, tapos i-rename mo. Dapat yung, kung ano yung ni-rename mo doon sa picture na nasa loob ng folder, yun yung dapat yung ilagay mo dito para ma-adapt or makuha niya yung pictures na gusto mong ilabas sa iyong webpage. So, ganun siya. Kailangan talaga meron siyang yung code. Hindi dapat kalimutan yung code. Okay. So, there are two types of using pictures. Ito yung sinabi ko, may types yan. Okay. There are two ways to specify the URL in Src attributes. First is the absolute URL. Links to an external image that is posted to another website. For example, this one, Src is equals to, for example, doon sa web, for example, the Google, mag-click ka ng picture doon, tapos right-click mo, copy link, so pwede din yun. So, dito mo ilalagay, i-paste mo lang yung link, for example, the pictures, right-click mo, yun yung ilalagay mo dito sa Src. Yun yung tinatawag na absolute URL. Or take note, external image might be under copyright. If you do not get permission to use it, you may be in violation of copyright law. In addition, you cannot control external images. It can suddenly be removed or changed. So the next is the relative URL or links to an image that is hosted within the website. Here, the URL does not include the domain name. If the URL begins with a slash, it will be relative to the current page. Example, yung example ko kanina, yun yung tinatawag na relative URL. So, ito yung two types to specify the URL in the Src attributes. Yung mag-copy ka ng link, for example, sa Google, right-click mo yung pictures, hindi mo na kailangan i-download. Copy mo lang yung link, tapos i-paste mo. Automatic, lalabas na yung picture na gusto mo. Pero, it is almost always best to use relative URL. They will not break if you change a domain. So, kailangan yung preferred, guys, is relative URL. Yung i-download mo yung image, tapos i-rename mo. Yun yung okay. Next attribute is the width and the height attributes. So, ano ba talaga yung width and height? So, the img or the image tag should also contain a width and the height attributes, which specifies the width and the height of an image in pixels. So, pag mag-size ka ng image, pixels yung gagamitin natin na sizes. Example, I have here an example. So kanina, image is RC lang yun. Yung nakita natin kanina, ito, nilalagyan lang natin ng width and the height. So, i-add lang natin, space lang natin, add. So, ang result nito, kung gaano kalaki yung doon sa ating output sa ating nawang website. For example, the width niya is 500. So, 500 lang yung size ng picture na gusto natin sa ating page. So, yun siya. So, kailangan talaga may code. The width. So, ganito lang yung syntax niya, guys. Ay, image, source, then space the width, then the height. So, next, attribute is the alt. The required alt attributes for an image tag specifies an alternate text for an image. If the image for some reason cannot be displayed, this can be due to its slow connection or an error in the Src Attributes, or if the user used the screen reader example. So, if you say alt, ito yung quick place pag hindi ma-recognize yung image na gusto natin. Makita,
Morning ko.
may example ako.
Ano ba
Ito
yung
yung
cellphone?
ganito gamitin yung
Ay,
so,
dala
kanina,
yung cellphone palengke, wala.
img source then image. Lagyan na natin alt kung ano yung image na gusto natin i-display sa screen. So, yung image na ginawa ko is girl with a jacket. So, yung image na ito, kung ano itong image, pag hindi ma-recognize yung image, yung automatic yung lalabas is yung the girl with the jacket. So, kung ikaw, alam mo kung ano yung picture na hindi na-display. So, girl with a jacket. So, alam natin kung ano yung picture. Pero, pag ma-recognize yung image source, hindi ito lalabas yung alt. Bali, replace lang yun in terms of ito nga, image some reason cannot be displayed. So, girl with a jacket lang display. That is the alt attributes. Next is attribute is the style attributes, or is used to add styles to an element such as color, font, size, and more. So, last is na-demo na to ni Sir na kung how to use style or font size. These are examples. So, P, style, walls, code, color, and red. So, pag dito mo nilagay guys, style, so automatic, this is a red paragraph. Ito lang yung mag-red. Ito siya. Then, style, font naman, I think font family yata yung lalabas hindi color. Dito sa images. Pag gamitin yung font size, so, yan yung tinatawag na style attributes. Next, attributes is the lang attributes. Lang attributes inside the HTML tag to declare the language on the web page. This is meant to assist search engine and browser. So, example, ito, dito siya ginagamit yung lang attributes sa HTML. Then, ito yung kung ano yung gagamitin natin na language. Example, EN is English, right? Then we have also country code can also be added to the language code in the lang attributes. Example, yan, US. Meron niyang source na kung ano yung country yung ito US. So US yung ginagamit natin pag mag-install tayo, US talaga kung ano yung para mabasa talaga natin yung website kung ano yung nasa loob. US yung gamit natin sa English. Next is the title attributes. Define some extra information about an element. The value of the title attribute will be displayed as a tooltip when you mouse over the element. So, example, ganito yung code. So, H1 title, I am a header. Then, the title attribute. So, pag ang output nito guys, ito lang yung makikita, the title attributes. Pag yung cursor natin ilagay natin dito sa title attributes, automatic yung lalabas is yung I am a header. Then dito naman sa p-title, I am a toolkit. Yung pag cursor natin, itatap natin dito sa lapis sa mouse over, yung lalabas is I am a toolkit. Siguro na-experience natin every time punta tayo sa web page, ay YouTube, pag i-click mo lang, hindi mo i-click, may automatic lalabas yan. Parang mag-pop-up. So, parang ganun. Yun yung tinatawag na title attributes. So, summary, all HTML element can have attributes. So, the href attributes of A specifies the URL of the page the link goes to. So, kailangan yung A tapos space href. Yun yung parang syntax. Then, next is the Src attributes for the image specifies the path to an image to be displayed. So, yun yung mauna yung image, then space source equals kung ano yung source na picture na ilagay. Next is the width, the height attributes of image. Provide size information for images. So, ito yung sizes. Next is alt attribute of image. Provide an alternate text for an image. So, kanina, na-explain ko to kanina. Pag hindi mag-display yung image na gusto mo, tapos lagay mo ng alt, kung ano yung picture, for example, girl ba yun or boy, automatically, yun yung alt attributes. Next is the style attribute. Is used to add style and elements like color, font size, and the lang attributes to the HTML declares the language of the image. Yun yung lang attributes. Next is the title attribute defines some extra information about an element. So, ito sila yung mga attributes, guys. So, para maintindihan pa lalo, magde-demo. First, I have here and visible ba yung aking screen?
Yes po.
So, meron ako na-create na ako kanina. Isa lang naman natin yung paano isi-save, diba? Yung .html, tapos all files yung sa akin, nilagay ko sa desktop ito, tapos nilagay ko dito lahat ng files na yung gagamit para mas madali. So, first example natin, sa attributes type. The href. Gagamitin natin yung href. Href attributes. So ano nga yung code natin kanina? A href equals lagay natin. Then, sample natin YouTube. Meron tayong enter. So, dito natin i-paste yung link. For example, ito, i-copy natin ito, guys. Then, i-paste natin dito. Yan. Ito yung example ng href natin. Save natin. Refresh natin. So, as you can see, guys, yung makikita natin, ito yung makikita natin, ba naka-highlight yung YouTube. Pag i-click mo yung YouTube, automatic, dun ka na sa YouTube. Yun yung example ng href. So, at saka yung sinasabi ko naman kanina, para hindi yung YouTube dito sa baba, dito sa heading, lagay mo lang yan ng BR, boredom, to break or break line. Save natin, refresh. Yan. Yun, nasa baba na yung YouTube. Intindihan ba yung href? Kung paano gagamitin? Guys, okay. Thank you, Ms. Marcus, for the times. Okay, click mo yan, automatic na yan. Pwede rin yan multiple, mag-create ka lang, tapos Google, something. Then, let's proceed to next, the SRC, or the source attributes. So, let's go lang. Source attributes type. IMG SRC forms. So, ang image natin, for example, gamitin yung absolute. For example, punta tayo ng Google. For example, ito na picture. Copy natin yung link. Paste natin dito. See what? Save natin. Wait. Try natin kung ano works. Wait. Not. Wait. Ito nga lang. Copy link.
Sige, i-click mo yung image ni Sir Edu din. Copy. Ay, nakakay na. Ayun.
Yes, yan. Yan pala.
Ayan na siya.
Copy image pala, copy link pala yung ano ko kanina. So, ito yung example na absolute.
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 So, yung sa ginawa ni Mr. Edu, wala pa siyang, this is the fixed size of the image. So, pag sinabi natin fixed, wala pa siya wala pa siya na customize or wala pa siya na modify iyang size. Kaya, pag ganun sir, malaki siya.
Pag i-apply natin yung width at saka height, so, dito lang natin yung type natin yung size na.
Outside sa double quote po. Yun.
Lagay natin is 500 pixel. I-explain yung pixel. Then,
Height. Yun, maganda siya. If you are using Sublime, maganda siya na i-save nyo na agad to HTML5 para automatic.
Save natin. Then, refresh na. Oh, as you can see guys, na-resize na yung picture na natin. So, ito yung example ng absolute. So, try naman natin yung relative. Meron akong na-download dito na image sa aking folder. As you can see it. Ito yung image girl. So, paano ba natin yung ilalagay dito? So, i-type na natin yung image underscore girl. At JPEG kung ano yung format yung JPEG. Yan. Save natin. Yan. Ito yung picture ko nilang kanina. Ito yung mas maganda kasi pag yung domain, hindi siya mawawala. So, ito yung example ng image source and use the width and the height. Then, let's proceed to the alt naman. Alt. So, ilalagay na natin dito alt. So, kanina alt equals ano to?
Baby girl. Curly hair.
Girl. Ay, baby girl. Sige. Curly hair.
Ayun.
Sample.
So again, lalabas lang yung curly
Hindi mo
hair.
makikita.
Hindi.
Pag
Yun.
hindi pag yung yung source natin na image, lagyan natin ng where lang. Lagyan sa source. Pag refresh natin, so as you can see, curly hair. So ma-recognize natin kung ano yung picture na gusto ano kung na picture. So yun. Yun yung alt attributes. Next is the style. Style. So, paano natin gamitin yung style? So, paragraph tayo, style, style, color, for example,
Sumuka tong ganiha.
save natin. As you can see here, my future. So, makita nyo kung ano yung style. Pwede din yung font color or something na pwede din yun din using style. I think mag-work ba dito yung old kasi ginagamit is dito lang yung ilalagay try ko muna guys. Font base ba yun? Mag-work pa ba? Other way din ito. We're done na. Try na. Mag-work ba sa ayun. Sige guys, nag-iba yung font style. Yung font style. Tapos, pwede din ito yung madali lang ito. Tapos, lagyan natin ng color. Change natin yung color to blue. Okay, save natin. Yun. Ito yung other way, guys, inputting font size, font style, and color. So, parang mas madali ito na pag hindi kayo maliliit.
Pero yung sa line number
ito yung
11,
ginagamit namin.
yung sa line number 11, yung color will be the property. Am I right? The style.
Yes.
Then red is the value.
Yes.
Kasi dito kasi sa color, for the property, you can have aside from color, kasi you can format also the background color and many pa po. Marami po aside from color. Yun, you can have
Okay,
fun family
65 pa lang
equivalent to fun face doon sa fun talaga na fun for line number 5.
So, yan yung style guys. So, ma-explore niyo ito later sa other part. So, ma-upload pala yung ito, beginning pa lang to guys just for an example. So, the next attribute is tayo naman natin yung blank. So, sa lang, dito natin ilalagay sa HTML inside HTML. And for English ba ito? Tapos, lagyan natin ng English. So, country or region. Save natin. Ito, ano mo mag-iba? Kasi, siyempre, kung ano yung lalabas dito, English yung format pag maggawa talaga tayo. Ito yung always talaga meron natin ganito. English or lang. Yan. Then, let's proceed to title na tayo. Title. So, for example, title. So, ang lagyan natin, title. So, ito for title. So, other paragraph, and title. For example, title natin. Ang pulang yan. And, Sample handsome. Then, and tag. And tag. Pag save natin to, save. So, pag yung cursor natin, guys, ilagay natin ito sa handsome. Makita ba yung guwapo? Nakita ba, guys? Napabumbira. So, yun yung ng title. So, ito, pag i-click mo yan, yung cursor, yung lalabas is guwapo. So, yun yung title, yung paano gamitin yung title. I think that's it.
Okay na, Mr.
Okay.
Edu.
I think, yes, that's it. All my report. So, I hope you understand, guys, what is the attributes, how to use it.
Well, anyways,
And
thank you, Mr. Edu. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Edu. Actually, well presented yung sa presentation ni Mr. Edu. Connected siya sa ating programming before, especially yung nested na word. Are you familiar with the nested? Yung sa atin lang is nested loop. Kasi pag sinabi natin nested loop sa programming, a loop inside the loop. Dito po sa HTML, nested tag ang tinatawag natin. Nested tag or nested, ano pa ba yun, Mr. Edu?
Ano, sir?
Excuse me. So, dito din po, may nested terms tayo na encounter, and that is the nested tag. It means the tag inside the tag po.
Yes.
And it is very common sa HTML that you're going to insert nested na mga tags and encounter, especially head, and inside the head, mayroong title. And for the body, inside the body, meron siyang paragraph and under tag po na kasama. So, hopefully, na-observe ninyo ito, no? So, na-compare to ninyo with computer programming 1. The other term is href. So, href, guys. So, A is short for anchor or the element. A is an element which is anchor siya. A is short for anchor. Anchor yung sa kung anong ganito siman yung Now, the next one is BR. Actually, BR nice. Actually, na-present na ni Mr. Edo. I don't, actually, wala nang fun doon. But, in addition, BR or in relation with programming, yung ginagamit natin is for short escape sequence, \n, and actually BR, ENDL also for C++. Ang ginagamit natin is ENDL. Yung sa image, yun nice na stress out yung two types sa paano, Mr. Edu. The first one is absolute.
Okay guys, dapat tayo part 2 guys. Thank you for watching guys.
And the second one is actually yung